Hey YouTube, I'm coming to y'all with my review for Blueface and Chrisean's show on the Zeus Network. I'm going to review 2 episodes in this video, y'all. I would do an outfit of the day, y'all, but obviously I'm in something regular. I just got on a jean jacket and I got a black shirt on and some black leggings. I got this jacket from Fashion Nova, actually. I guess I can show y'all that. Everybody always give me compliments on this jacket. It's like an oversized one. It's really cute. I love it. Yep, I got that from Fashion Nova. They need to come sponsor me. On this episode, on episode 1, I think Chrisean and Blueface were talking, and Blueface said, if something, I would never fight your dad, or something about them fighting each other's parents. And Chrisean said she would start fighting her father if he fought Blueface. And you know what? She didn't lie. She didn't lie. So, yeah, she didn't lie about that one because, anyway, y'all gonna see about that in the second part. They went to a fitting, and I'm trying to figure out why Chrisean tried on the coat with no bra on. I know it's hot in LA, but, like, I don't know. Y'all know I like Chrisean, so anything that I say, it's not coming from, like a messy place or nothing like that. I think she like Chrisean. She's my age. Like I tell y'all this all the time. She's my age and she has a lot to learn. So I'm just trying to figure out why she went there with no bra on. Anyway, they also had a fake wedding and she started crying.
Girl, stop.
That the dude that owned the shop was like, y'all getting married? Or so I don't know. He said something like that, and then child, they started reenacting and she started crying. She started crying. Okay. Chrisean is easily irritable. It seems like he can't say anything without her being upset or crying. Super emotional. He made a comment about how his outfit was way better than hers, and she got upset and told them to put the cameras down. This is when they went to go rehearse their walk. So he made like a funny comment like, yeah, you mad because my walk better than yours. And she just got like super mad, and she got upset and she told them to put the cameras down. I'm just like, what happened? Like, I don't know. Me personally, I can't deal with people that have too many high emotions. I don't have the capacity. She was upset because she feels like he's acting different on camera. They were arguing in front of people. So while they're trying to do their walk for the fashion show, they sitting up here arguing in front of these damn people.
Oh, Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old.
The next scene, they was in a hotel room and she apologized to him, and they basically agreed on not arguing. One thing about Zeus, they gonna promote whoever show music it is. Okay, so if somebody has a show on y'all network, it's nothing wrong with y'all putting their songs in a few episodes. You know what I'm saying? That's really, honestly, that's how Jocelyn's songs got popular, because they was putting like, do it like a show be day, do it like a show be day, baby. And then they was doing, welcome to Vegas, baby, I want you to come and pay me. So, you know what I'm saying? There was conflict between her and her family about when they were supposed to meet up. So that whole part was just too much for me. Honestly, I would have said fuck my family after that, because I don't got time for that. She just kept calling around. She kept trying to talk to this person, talk to that person, trying to see where everybody's at so everybody can meet up. And it just was too much rigmarole. I don't got time for that. We'll just see each other another day. He was supporting her and comfort her when she was crying over her family. So basically, she was in the van. I don't know where they was headed, but she was in the van and she stepped out to go take a phone call. And whatever phone call she took, it just probably irritated her. I think it was one of her family members, and it irritated her, and she started crying. And he came outside and he supported her and he hugged her and let her know it was going to be okay. And I like that moment. Like, honestly, they need to kind of show more moments like that, because the way that everybody looks at them now, we just don't see nothing but toxicity from y'all. So y'all probably do need to do some things that show y'all actually love each other. I don't know, because it don't be giving love. But that moment was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment of him supporting her. So once they finally did meet up with her family, Chrisean broke down in her sister's arms. Her sister did like this long prayer for her, and Chrisean just broke down, honey. She just broke down. And sometimes you need to, like, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, knock her for being emotional. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just emotional as hell. But sometimes you need that one good cry. You ever just ugly cry? You just need that one good cry. And you cool. My end notes for episode 1. is I feel like they should have separate confessionals and have one together. I think Chrisean and Blueface's show is a documentary. So I think that's why they don't do confession. I think they should do that on, if they do come back for a next season or some later episodes, I think they should have, Chrisean should have a confessional, Blueface should have a confessional, and then they should have one together. I think they really should consider doing confessionals on their show. My bad if I keep touching my bang, y'all. Y'all know it's always that one bang. Her family was acting weird towards them. It gave setup vibes when the sister came in the van but then left back out. She gets in the van, she sits down, everything's cool. She gets a phone call, she gets off the van, and that's it. I'm like, okay. And then 5 minutes later, motherfuckers is calling Chrisean. Now they trying to meet up. It definitely gave set up vibes. It needs to be a little more structured, but I gave up that hope because Zeus obviously doesn't give a damn. One thing I can say, like, I know it's a documentary, but like, I don't know. I just want it to be a little more structured. Now, I don't have that much bad stuff to say about the show, but I do kind of want it to be more structured in a way that's like when this is me speaking on episode 3, but I'm not gonna speak on it too much. But like in episode 3, Chrisean had went to Oklahoma to figure out her case, and then Blueface was, back at home, and he went to Vegas. Why wasn't there a camera following Blueface as well? You know what I'm saying? Like a little more structured, and since like we want to see everything. I don't want to just see bits and pieces. That's what I mean by confessionals. That's what I mean by it should be cameras on both of them if they're separate. You know what I'm saying? Like, why was it just a camera following her? Now, she was going to Oklahoma for a court case, of course, so I know they was going to get that on camera. But he was at home, and then he went to Vegas, and that was the same night he popped him. Anyway, allegedly, he should have had the camera crew with him, too, while he was back home. So, more structured in a way of, like, we kind of want to see a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be so set up all the time, Okay, that was my end notes for episode 1, y'all. Okay, so let's move on to episode 2. So episode 2 starts. Chrisean pulls off in the minivan. Okay, she's gone. She has more to bed. Yeah, Chrisean has somewhere to be. I don't know if it was production's minivan. I don't know whose minivan that was, but she pulled off, baby. She pulled off in the minivan because her family was being weird. They went to a bowling alley after Chrisean pulled off. And once they had got to the bowling alley, now this is just something I peep him always wanting her to drink. And maybe they just like drinking, but that's just something I peep. Like, he's always like, take a shot, do this, do like, I don't know. And I don't know, like I said, they could just be one of the people that just like to drink together, but I rarely see him taking shots. It's always him telling her, you want to drink? You want to drink? Take your shot, take your shot, take your, it's just like, I don't know. That don't give me good vibes. Her brother Mookie went to meet with her and Blueface at the bowling alley. So the brother gets there. He's talking to Blueface, and they chit-chatting. The brother just sounds like he's full of shit. I get this vibe from him. I don't know what it is about her brother, y'all, but like, I just get like a user vibe from him. I get a pump faker like a motherfucker vibe from him. I don't get genuine from him. Now, at the end of the day, we only seen you for 1 episode, so I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But from what I seen on the show, he don't give me good vibes. Blueface finally meets Chrisean's family. So after her brother met up with her and Blueface at the bowling alley, they head back to actually meet up with her family finally. So Chrisean's dad stepped to Blueface real aggressive. You could tell he wasn't trying to have a real conversation. The daddy was stepping aggressive. The daddy was stepping like, you touch my daughter, I'm here to fight, basically. Blueface was being respectful, though. Chrisean's dad admits to putting his hands on women as well. When Blueface asked him if he ever put his hands on a woman, he said, hell yeah, because she was disrespectful.
Just as I thought. Trash.
I'm trying to figure out, what in the hypocrisy? Now, I won't ever be upset at a man defending his child. Chrisean's sisters was doing too much for me. They was yelling and pushing Chrisean. Now, Chrisean has a lot of restraint in this situation because, she showed a lot of restraint because had they been pushing me and yelling at me, I ain't gonna lie, probably would have fought one of them. Her family is not holding her accountable for putting her hands on him first. You just know that it's a abusive relationship at the end of the day. She puts her hands on him, he put his hands on her. And I just don't Like, I get her family's point of view, but like at the end of the day, you can't keep putting your hands on no man and expecting a man to always have restraint. Now, some men, they won't hit a woman. Some men, they're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Some men really will not put their hands on a woman, even if the woman hits him first. But not everybody was raised like that. Some men, oh yeah, they're gonna whoop your ass like a man.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
You cannot measure somebody's reaction to your disrespect. And people have a right to defend themselves. So you can't expect to keep putting your hands on this man and think that he just gonna be kumbaya every time. Her family basically cornered him. Like they say, don't ever let nobody corner you. The reason why I say that is because you never want to become a sitting duck. And what I mean by that is just sitting there, cornering yourself. Don't ever let yourself get backed up against the wall, especially in a situation like that. Now, me, like I said, y'all, I don't be in these situations. I haven't been in no situation like this in a very long time. But like I say, once you get your adrenaline rushing, once people's already yelling at you, once this person coming at you, this person coming at you, this person coming at you, then you got your back against the wall, so you looking at everybody like this. Oh, it's time to start swinging. At this point, I'm in a situation. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna start swinging. So I've been in a situation like that, and I can picture it. Like, no, don't ever back yourself up like that. Now, I don't think he put himself in the corner. It was more so Chrisean, because she was standing in front of him. I get the family's concern, of course. You know what I'm saying? She's the baby of the family. I'm the baby of my family. So that's why I'm like, you have to understand where your family is coming from with this. Like, you cannot blame your family for wanting to step in and check him. You know what I'm saying? But what your family is not doing as well is checking you. And that's where the problem lays, because you need to be checked as well, because you got her putting your hands on him. He not the only one that need to be checked. And her brother Mookie started that shit because he whispered in her dad's ear. Now, I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it in the video. What did Cat Williams say? Nigga, did you know that I can see you? Like, you told him to take off on Blueface. That's what it was. It was weak to me only because I know the brother got a little thing on his wrist or whatever. But this nigga just got arrested for attempted murder, or he got arrested for something with violence. So why did you use your violence skills when me bop boo bop your daddy?
Money.
After her messy ass brother whispered in their dad's ear, the dad proceeded to swing on Blueface. I thought honestly, the conversation shouldn't have even went on that long, because it's obvious that it wasn't going nowhere. I put in my notes too. I said Blueface and Chrisean, the strongest, basically pushed everybody back, just the two of them alone. Y'all, if I could demonstrate how Chrisean and Blueface pushed them, y'all need to be real heavyweight champions. After things calm down, just a little bit, not a lot. After things, after a fight, everybody kind of go this way, go that way. After that, Blueface spotted Chrisean's dad, ran up and punched him in the face. The daddy was leaking really, really, really bad. Yeah, Blueface, he said, oh, there you go right there. Book. Daddy was leaking. Poor daddy. The police was called, of course, because they was downtown. Everyone pretty much scattered. After that, the cameras kind of went their way. Everybody went their way, and it was just scattered. So my end notes for episode 2 is, show your concern for your little sister, but at the end of the day, she's not going to leave that man alone. And unless you telling her to not put her hands on him, there's nothing else that needs to be said. Chrisean really should seek therapy because she is super emotional and irate. I think she should seek therapy only because, like, she's just so quick to get emotional. Like I said, there are some people that are really just emotional. So I'm not saying it in a bad way, but, like, your emotions should not be that up and down. If your emotions are that up and down, there's an underlying issue. Something that you need to go work on. There's some childhood trauma there. There's some trauma period there. You need to go get help. And then the fact that she's super irate, and it's super rah, 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 rah. It's just like, there's something there that needs to be worked on, Her brother is messy, and he honestly gives me, anyway, I ain't gonna say that. Her sisters was annoying me. I don't know which one irritated me more, the one in the green or the one in the black with the braids. But child, I'm surprised Chrisean didn't swing on them. I don't know. I think the one in the black with the braids irritated me more because she just kept pushing Chrisean, kept yelling at her face, doing all this. Now I'm like, girl,
Sit your ass down.
I was on Blueface's side in this situation because he made sense and he was respectful to her family until her dad put his hands on him. He really was being respectful, y'all. He really was trying to have a conversation. Even when he met with her brother at the bowling alley, he was still trying to be respectful. He still made sense. Like, he still was very much trying to get his point across and really, really have a genuine ass conversation with them. Like they always say, you can't reason with crazy. So now he knows from here on out, there's no point in ever trying to reason with her family, because once some people get to feeling some type of way, there's nothing that you can do or say to change their mind. So why even bother? Honestly, she's still gonna be with you at the end of the day. That girl ain't gonna leave you until she's good and ready. So it don't even matter if her family accepts you, honestly. People ain't really trying to hear logic. They ain't trying to hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was even trying to explain to her brother. He just, Chrisean ain't wrong in my eyes and all this and that. Well, maybe that's why she is the way she is now, because nobody has ever held her accountable for her actions.
We are all responsible for our actions.
Oh, we are.
Yes, we are.
If you're held accountable in all areas of your life, you should never have a problem with criticism. The only time people have a problem with criticism is when people haven't held them accountable for a long ass time. Chrisean should just distance herself from her family. And of course, we don't know what's going on all the time. But when you're the one to make it out of your family, stuff can start to change. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, like I keep saying, y'all, these is just episodes that we see. This is what's put out to us. So, of course, we don't know them and we don't know what's going on every day. But from what I see on the show, she should distance herself from her family. Money and fame and all that stuff can change. It can change people. It can change you. I think she should distance herself from her family until she's probably in a better place in her personal life to have a better relationship with them. That's just what I think. That's another thing, too. Like I always say, people who be in domestic violence relationships, too, people, they always want to talk about, oh, well, he did this, or I want to leave, and I want to do, and don't end up leaving. It's overbearing, and it's, you know, all the constant complaining, the constant nagging, the constant, he did this, or I did this, and I did this because he did this, and no, nobody wants to hear that shit. So that's why I'm just like, you know, it could be too, though, that you want to call and complain about this man all the time, but you ain't leaving him. You want to do this and say that and all this, but you don't want to leave him because the money is good. So just say that and just suck it up. That always brings me back to, if a man is cheating on you and you're not going to leave him and the only thing you're doing is complaining, sit back, shut up, and let that man cheat in peace. I'm not saying accept cheating, but if you're not leaving, you're staying. So why not just accept it? You're not going nowhere.
I said what I said.
So that just brings me back to what I was saying about Chrisean. If you ain't gonna leave the motherfucker alone, stop complaining about it. If he go to the internet, he do this with this girl, kissing this girl, you're not gonna leave him. And that's another thing too. And I hate, y'all know I be getting preachy, but I'm just saying though, like, my thing too though is just, you know, when people show you who they are, you have to believe them. We as women, we have to stop acting like men is just the end all be all in a relationship, is just the end all be all. And like they say, an apology without changed behavior is manipulation, because you're going to apologize to me so we can get back in each other's good graces. And then once we're on good terms, you're going to do something else that's going to piss me off, that you know is going to piss me off. And then we're back bickering. But then you're going to say sorry, and then we're going to be back cool. And then the cycle continues. So an apology without changed behavior is a manipulation. So at some point, Chrisean, baby girl, you're just going to have to learn. You're just going to have to learn. You have to grow from this. And like I always say, we don't know. This could be her first real relationship. This could be somebody that she idolizes. This could be something that's a better situation for her, because honestly, they only in it for the money. And I'm not going to say that they don't love each other, because I don't know what's in your heart, but it's for the money. If you're in a relationship, people like y'all, or y'all make money together. In most people's minds, especially when you come from being poor, you got to do what you got to do. So her mindset, and his mindset too, is you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, I mean, honestly, from what I've seen on the show, if they wasn't putting their hands on each other, they honestly could be a better couple. And if they would honestly go to like couples therapy and go work some stuff out, because they really don't make a bad team. I could tell she brings out like a fun side of him. You know, I could tell that. And I could tell with him, he gives her guidance and he kind of guides her on certain stuff. So that would be a cool relationship. And all her money is signed over to him. Every time she gets money. Just recently, she was at a booking. I mean, she was here in Indiana. She was in Maryville. I think she had a show in Gary. He comes all the way out here from LA, pulls up, takes her money, and dips. And she's on live crying.
Ooh! Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto.
And then the relationship that she has with the mother of his child. Don't get me wrong, a relationship can work if the girlfriend and the baby mama don't get along. It can work, but it can only work if it's not super bad. Like, if they just don't like each other and then they're cordial, that can work. You know what I'm saying? But her and Blueface's baby mama, oh, they have bad blood for real. So I don't think it would, I won't say ever, but it's just that right there alone, that's what's going to cause your relationship to always have issues. And then he still openly is with his baby mama. So it's just not, we got to do better, women. We really, really have to do better. So that was it for episode 1, episode 2. Next YouTube video, y'all, and I'm so excited to do this. So after I finish up these videos, I'm going to be starting this. I want to do a video on the downfall of BGC. And I want to talk about Jayla. I want to talk about Jayla. I want to talk about the Claremont twins. I want to talk about that season. I want to include in interviews and things like that so I can really show y'all. And yeah, I really want to talk about that. I really want to discuss it because I really don't see a video about it on YouTube. So I would like to be the first one. So that's going to be my next YouTube video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure most of all that you subscribe because I'm trying to get to 1,000, y'all. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because that's where I post a lot. And that's where I will tell y'all if I change my mind about my video or what video I'm going to do next. I just do like little updates here and there. So please go follow my Instagram. Thank you for watching. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, bitch.